Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have the LEGO Ninjago Golden Zane minifigure pack. This was released on March 1st, 2020, and this is I think it's only the second wave that they've done of these minifigure packs in the new bubble packaging style, where all the parts are, disassembled. It's not pre-assembled figures, and it's sort of in the shape of a minifigure, which is kind of cool. And the last one of these that they did was the one with clutch powers, for Ninjago, that is. And that one was pretty cool. It was nice to get a cool new character like that. This one we don't get any new characters, but we do get a new variant of Zane, as well as 3 of these updated Nindroids, which are currently relatively uncommon, as I think they only appear in the Thunder Raider and maybe a book or something. But it's just always cool to get more Nindroids, and in that sense, this sort of works as a pretty decent little battle pack. And it retails for $13 in the United States, and it's pretty interesting, and hopefully it will be really cool. And upon opening it and assembling it, interesting thing to note is that there are actually 2 instructions. There's one here that shows you how to build all the figures and the jetpacks for the Nindroids, as well as the second one, which doesn't have any fancy art or anything, and it shows you how to build the Overboard Chair. But overall, it's a pretty small thing here. If it weren't for the figures, it would basically be polybag size. Of course, the most substantial build is this Overboard Chair, but they don't include Cyrus Borg or the Overboard figure at all, which is a little bit weird. Just, for the sake of a comparison, this that I'm bringing in now is not included. This is the original Overboard Chair from the Overboard Attack $20 2014 set, and this is pretty good for a Legacy reimagining. I would maybe have liked to see this replaced with 2 trans red studs, just because one of the big things with the original one is the like Overlord eyes on the front. So even if we could have gotten a printed tie, that would have been really cool. But it does still have the red in there. It is just regular red, but it works. The very bottom is pretty similar in design, and even use the same basic chair piece. These are attached a little bit differently. I do like the use of the ingot pieces. Those are just always pretty neat, and has a little bit of articulation, and you can turn those around. It does have 2 red katanas, which those didn't exist back then. It's overall a decent build for what it is, and it does have a printed console piece instead of the control sticks that the original had, that your figure had to hold on to. So yeah, unfortunately, no Cyrus Borg figure. That's a minor disappointment. It makes us feel a little bit weird, but you can put your Nindroid on it, and it does look fine like that. If you don't care about show accuracy and just want to build up an Nindroid army, that's a pretty good way to go. And first up for figures, we'll take a look at this Nindroid with jetpack and Mindroid here, who's, a short Nindroid. They all have the same torsos and the same head prints, so I'm not going to bother taking off these guys' jetpacks, because you will see with the third figure, the back printing on the torso pretty clearly. But, the head print looks pretty good, as you can see on this guy here, and there's no back print on it. The jetpacks here are built up pretty cool. I like the boosters on this one. This one looks pretty... I don't know exactly what Mindroids is supposed to be for, but it looks pretty fine. The trans clear is a little bit weird, and maybe it would have been nice if they could mold that in different colors for at least one opaque color and one transparent color, but I guess maybe not. And it is cool that you can move these control sticks into this Nindroid's hand, but you can also move them in and out, or angle them however you'd like. You can get some good looks from that, but aside from that, these builds are nice updated versions of sort of... I guess we didn't get anything like Mindroids in the original sets, but we did get at least one that I can think of in the X1 Ninja Charger, I think, that was pretty similar looking with the katana blade wings, to this guy in the original sets. But I do like the control sticks were not present in that original build. And these are the 2 figures with less going on, but Zane is obviously the highlight of the set. I do like the Nindroid figures. They are pretty cool. They don't look exactly like in the show. Specifically the center circular area, that doesn't seem super accurate to me, but it still looks pretty decent, and I like the back printing with the Nindroid symbol. That's pretty cool. Again, no back printing, but they do have the cool Nindroid molded masks. Zane has this white and gold, which that is a new color combination for him here. You know, I guess it's nice that they at least gave a new color combination of mask. You know, I would have, again, preferred the rebooted mask done in gold, because I haven't done that yet. Even when they did Golden Kai in the Bricktober pack, he, you know, just had a regular golden mask. So this one is slightly cooler than that, but it's still not great. And he does use the Ninjago movie face, but that doesn't bother me too much. Well, since I guess this is supposed to be a legacy version of him, it'd be the blue eyes from the front. That expression works really well, I think, for the Digiverse version of him. And I guess I should show you this with the mask removed, so you can see just that little bit of additional printing. But you know, both these are pretty good, and you know, the Nindroid is an updated version of the original as well, so sort of a legacy version, but you know, it still looks pretty reasonable. You know, combined with the old ones. So if you just wanted to build up your army of rebooted figures that you've started, or that you started back when the original sets came out, you know, these would not look too out of place at all. Overall, I'm happy with the stuff included here. It's probably a little bit less interesting than the Clutch Powers one, just because Zane is not a new character. But Golden Zane is still a variant that I really, really wanted. And had this included a golden rebooted mask, I probably would have bought two, so that I could get a golden rebooted mask on my, you know, Kai, and, you know, just having extra Ninjoids wouldn't be too bad. So I probably wouldn't have minded purchasing a second. But, you know, the way it currently sits, it's cool. Definitely is a must-have for big Ninjago fans that want this Golden Zane. But other than that, you know, I think $13 is a fair price, especially, you know, I'd give $3 of value to each of the figures. You know, the Ninjoids are just army builders, so I wouldn't give them a full CMF $4 price. Zane, I guess maybe you could get away with $4 for, and even then, you have the chair on top of that, so it's a decent value for what you get, and, you know, nice to build up a little bit of an army. Maybe I would have liked to see one more exclusive figure here, because the other Ninjoids, I guess you could argue Mindroid is exclusive, because he's the, you know, legacy version of him, but he does just have exactly the same prints. So maybe if they gave him an exclusive face for Mindroid, that would have been kind of neat. But you know, other than that, it's a perfectly serviceable set, and I would recommend it to Ninjago fans. But if you're not a Ninjago fan, don't have any connection to the Golden Zane figure, or don't care about building up an army of Ninjoids, it might be worth passing on. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.